Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. This is kind of a fun video. Well, I personally think most of mine are fun, but that's all in my head. Anyway, I really enjoy the end of the month video. I'll get it done in the first week-ish or so of the following month as I gather around me all the things that I made during the month, or pictures. Sometimes it's just pictures because they've already been given away. Like 2 of the projects already this week have been given away, or this month. No, I didn't make them this week, but I made them this month. They're at my local yarn store and they've got a price tag on them. I don't know what the price tag is. I guess I have to go visit the yarn store. But anyway, that's where those 2 are. So I do have some pictures of those, but everything else I have with me. And I made a stunning realization. I did a lot of hats in the month of October. I had not realized that because I work on more than just hats or just slippers or just socks or just anything. It's just surprising that there's as many hats as there are. So again, the first 2 hats are currently at the local yarn store, and yeah, we'll see. You know, they might sell, they might not sell. I don't know what the price is for them. I mean, I know how much the yarn was, but I have no idea what she's putting as a price on it. I'm not concerned. So shall we see what I was able to accomplish this month in addition to all the other things that I've worked on, right? Look at this. Do we see this? Oh my gosh. This was a kit I got on Amazon. It was an adorable little kit. I mean, do I have a little box over here? I do, but it's a little too far to reach. Whatever. It's an adorable little kit. It came with everything. The only thing that it didn't have is a glue if you wanted to glue eyes on it. It's supposed to have like a bunny hat, but I made it too big and I like it like this. But yeah, that was it. It had everything. Glue and scissors. That was it. It had safety eyes. It had polyfill. It had all the yarn. It had 2 different crocheted hooks. You know, just all of this. Look at that. I love that. I love the hair. My dog likes it too because it was on the stairs. Yeah. So one of them took it. But this is a cute, quirky little thing. These on Amazon, I got it during one of the Prime Day sales and I spent $8 something, and it was definitely worth it for me for that. But they go up to $23, $24. I don't know. You would have to be the judge for that. I have so much yarn, and this takes like this much yarn. You know what I mean? It's just a tiny little bit of yarn. And the instructions were, if you know how to crochet and everything, you can make it through. It had video instructions also. I never pulled them up, so I can't say one way or the other on those. And then they had some other ornament kits that I did get that were on sale for $4.50. For those prices, definitely worth it. For the 23 or 20 some odd dollars that they're at right now, that's up to you. I'm not selling them. I'm not affiliated. I just made one. So I thought that was fun. I thought I'd take a try at it for that price, right? I mean, how cute. And then I was having fun with some other things. There are babies coming along in our world, and this little hat pattern came out. Oh my gosh, it's bunny tails. The designer had it free for like 24, 48 hours, something like that. I was able to go ahead and download it, make a video, and share it with everybody. So some people from my channel were able to download it for free. I am not the designer, but it was so cute I had to make it. Isn't it adorable? And this calls for an Aran weight plus a lace weight to make it a bulky weight. I used 2 strands of a fuzzy worsted weight, Red Heart brushed, so it's a soft fuzzy worsted weight yarn to make this. And I think it's adorable. I will make it again with other yarns. I just wanted to see how easy or hard or whatever it was to make this. Very, very simple. It has 3 cable crossings, and that gives you that wonderful bunny shape. I think it was very well designed. Lots and lots of fun. So enjoying this. I will make more of these. I love the baubles. So speaking of baubles and keeping things going with the baubles, I finished off this wonderful little girl's dress that I started for my 2-year-old granddaughter before she was born. Yeah, that's okay. It's not a newborn size. She can still wear it. We didn't miss out. We did not miss out. Look at that. That is not newborn. That child can still wear this, and she's gonna love it. She loves her dresses from Nana. She has some that were specifically made for her, and then she has hand-me-downs from her older sister that Nana made. So she's got quite a few. And just for all the naysayers, I don't have any of those, I'm just making that up, that were concerned or curious if I actually finished it, yes, I sewed the button on. All the ends are woven in and the button is sewn on. It's a light pink and it's a dusty rose for that, but that's okay. It's on, it's attached, we're good. Loving this. This came out of a book about 20 years old. Some people in the comments said that they still had the book. There you go. I'll link that one down below. Can't remember the pattern offhand, but I've made the hat. It had a matching hat pattern and a matching jacket. I made the hat multiple times years ago. This is my first time ever making the full dress. For me, because I love bobbles, the fastest, easiest part for me was the entire skirt up to there. I know. That's the most knitting, that's with all the bobbles, that's all the crazy stuff, yeah. And then it stalled for probably a year. Well, okay, it stalled for more than that. For me to just do the bodice. The bodice wasn't hard. And it stalled for about 6 months just to do like the finishing, just the neck edge, the arms. You know, I'm not the only one who does this. It's silly. You get to like 99%. Well, I get to 99%. I'm like, I'm done, I'm moving on. And that's what I did. And so happy to get back to it. Finish that this month so my granddaughter can wear it just in time because it's already started snowing. Colorado, we've had freeze warnings. So much fun, but that's okay. So being with the October, finishing off October time period and everything, was working on some thematic situations and ended up with this. It cracks me up. It absolutely cracks me up. This is my pumpkin toilet paper cover. Made extra fancy because look, I did reverse single crochet around the edge, and all of us that crochet, we know when we want that finished, polished, professional look, we want to up it our level a little bit, we do a little reverse single crochet, crab stitch, whatever you want to call it. So I got me a fancy bougie toilet paper cover. That's right, I'm all kinds of special that way. So this this started off as a hat and just morphed. I mean, this right here was literally a hat, and I threw that. I took some rounds off of it because I had so many done. I had it a lot longer, but it wanted to be a toilet paper cover. My husband's like, yes, that's what it needs to be. And I'm like, you're right, it does. So there we go. So I have a gnome, a crocheted gnome in one bathroom, and I have the pumpkin in the other bathroom. Semi-thematic, I guess you could say. But there we go. Finished that this month. And some other hats that I was able to accomplish this month were these three little beauties. This is a Joanne Big Twist. The color is Spooky Season. And this one right here, I have the tutorial for. These two have the same stitches, same amount of stitches, 64 stitch hats. And look at the difference that highly variegated yarn is with straight stockinette versus just a very simple knit and purl pattern. So you can have the same yarn in just two wonderfully, completely different looks. So these are the kids' hats, and the kids do like them. I already told them they can have them. I just had to do, Nana has to do another video and then you can take it. And then here's the adult size with that same yarn. And this was just one skein with that of the Big Twist value, and the worsted weight variegated skeins do have less yards. It's 269 yards. I did do some of the black down here, but that I used all of that skein, so that was nice. I got 3 hats done. Nice. And I do have a tutorial for, here's the same hat pattern, and I have a tutorial for it. This these are all the same stitch. This is the Joanne Big Twist worsted weight value yarn Spooky Time. This is the Joanne Big Twist Supernova, and it's going to be out of stock soon. It really will. It's one of the Joanne yarns that they have in and out of stock. That's all there is to it. They have their staples like Joanne Value Big Twist, and the other ones, they'll have them in just for a limited run. I I would be shocked if this one continues. I would absolutely be shocked. So if you are interested in it and it happens to be in your store and you use the Joanne coupons, I know that's a lot of ifs, right? Go for it. I've enjoyed it. I got 3 hats out of the cake of this yarn also, but these are the 2 that I made this month. So having fun with that. And then my favorite hat. Oh my gosh, I know this is the hat month. Look at this. Oh, isn't that the prettiest thing you have seen? I'm loving this. This is a stitch pattern I got from the Alice Starmore Charts for Color Knitting. Now, I know my ring light, sorry about that. There we go. So on this, patterns don't care. We don't care. You can crochet any graph pattern, right? Look at that. That is how dark each one. I'm not trying to stay on it, but there's no words in it. It's just graphs, pattern designs, the entire book. And it is very, very dark, very, very bold. So if you do want to copy your pattern and reuse that, you can and still see it if you need to enlarge it, but it's really got a good enlargement already, which is fantastic. You don't have to look at it and, you know, use your phone or your iPad as a magnifying glass, you know, because you take a picture of it and you just expand it, right? Whatever. You don't have to do that. But if you wanted to, you could. I'm not going to lie, on this hat pattern, that's exactly what I did. I took the picture on my iPad just so I could carry that around and everything, as opposed to creasing my book. So however you want to do it. I'm loving this. This right here, do I have the yarn right here? Yes, I've got one. That is this. I gotta use this one too. This is the Madrona by Haiku. Madrona by Haiku. It is the natural, well, this is a gray, but this one's natural pearl. It's a 30% baby alpaca, 30% merino wool, 20% bamboo viscose, 20% nylon. Like I've commented before, I love to have wool hats. That's just me. I don't have a problem with wool. I don't have a problem with alpaca. And it's just the warmth that that adds is absolutely amazing. So when my friends and we go to the alpaca yarn store, one of my friends is allergic to alpaca. And you're like, why do you go to the yarn store? Well, because that's the local yarn store and we enjoy it. So we'll look at the stuff and we'll make sure that it doesn't have alpaca before we hand it to her. That was kind of crazy, right? So this hat has that wool alpaca blend as the gray, and then the other striped color, that is the edition 3. It's like a Zauberball type of a yarn, and it was just the leftover yarn that I had from that first picture that I was showing with the orange hat and everything, you know, the multi-striped hat. Those 2 was one ball, and they're 50-gram balls. So those 2 were one hat. So I thought that was pretty nice. I was able to get a good chunk done and more things to play with. But that is what I was able to accomplish finishing wise this month. 12 different projects. How much fun. I had no idea that I had made this many hats this month. I really did not know that. The majority of everything I did was hats. And that's probably because, well, for one, it's getting colder and I like making hats when it gets colder. And the other one is the hats are generally faster, easier. I did have the tutorial, so I wanted to have multiple samples made up to show what that particular pattern looks like in completely different yarns. So that really spurred me on to finishing those. But the other part that was surprising for me is with working on the blankets that I've been working on and some of the other larger things and some of the other projects that were started, it just surprised me that there were that many finished items, right? So yay me, got it done. What an absolutely wonderful month. We are now in crunch time. If you do crafts for friends, family, etc. during the holidays, you are 100% in crunch time. You are coming down on that last month, 2 months, you know, obviously 2 months, but you know, you're coming down the home stretch. It's not even a 2 solid months. We gotta get cracking. So I'm looking forward to my November's end of the month. I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing it. I got lots of stuff to do. I got too much stuff on my list, right? But I'm looking forward to that, to see what actually gets done. that to me is exciting. See if there's any insights for me. Like this month, it was very insightful. I'm like, what? I got all of these hats done? Crazy. It'll be interesting to see what I gravitate towards for the month of November. So stick around. We will all find out together. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.